Okay, first of all, we stayed very healthy, at least as of right now, which is great, going through that scrimmage. The ones pretty much dominated on both sides, which was good to see. That's kind of what you would expect in a scrimmage like this. Moving defense, a little bit of crowd noise, turning procedures against the offense, obviously. Defense 2 times, 1 time they come out on the sidelines, 12 guys on the huddle, a lose your football game. So a lot of learning to go with the scrimmage, not just administrative part of the game is important. It can win and lose games just as well as the play can. So, but I thought it was real positive. It was good to see us be able to control the line of scrimmage on both sides with the first group, and went back and forth. Some young men stepped up and did some good things. So, good positive day. Again, thanks to everybody that came out. It's awesome for these kids. They talk about it every single day. The people come out and watch them during camp, and it definitely gives them more juice and energy and excitement as we move into the next phase of camp, which is obviously preparing for the games.
The offense needed a day like this year?
Yeah, I think we did. It was good for us to kind of get things clicking. And if you've been at practices, they've done some really good things at practice. But practice is not games. It was just good to see us make some plays down the field. They dropped a big one, so we've got to make that play. But it just felt better watching it. They got to improve. If they didn't get behind the chains, they would be successful.
I wonder if that has changed.
Well, Leon is the perfect freshman scenario. You come in and he looks great, he runs good, does a great job in the summer. He appears to be mentally able to handle the transition from high school, which he has. And all of a sudden camp jumps on you and you've got all the pressures of camp. New defense, understanding running with the ones and the twos. And I think he handled it well. I think that the waters are calming for him, and he's able to go play and react. He's a tremendous athlete, and it looks like right now he won't redshirt.
Talk about the quarterback play today.
Yeah, it'd be fun to sit back and evaluate that tape. Some good and bad on all fronts. I felt it was important for Tanner to have an opportunity to get out and run with the ones. Not so good early, but he got into the red zone, did a couple of nice things, which was good to see. And kind of back and forth. In fact, the ability to throw the ball down the field was improved. And take a long, hard look at the scrimmage and really the last week or so, and continue to evaluate and get closer to figuring out who that guy's going to be.
Did you see any separation
in the quarterbacks?
Yes.
Not really. I was watching a lot of different things, so we'll look at the film and evaluate it. There's some natural separation that's taking place as we've gone through camp, and it can't only be judged on one day. There's so many things that go into it, but we're in a good spot. We have 3 young men that want to compete at a high level and all want to start. So it's going to be really hard for 2 of them. It's going to be great for the other one. And away we go.
Just in terms of decisions you have to make before the opener, Gary, would you put quarterback? Where does that rank in terms of importance and difficulty?
Difficulty. I don't think any of them are more difficult than the other. The quarterback position is important because the young man has his hand on the ball every snap. But it's important who plays left guard and who plays nose guard too. So I don't think there's any pressure. It's an important decision that we're making, just like a lot of them are. I just think the timing of it now is becoming crucial to get the right reps for the 2 young men that we're really going to have from the 1s and 2s as we try to get ready. And if the 3 has to go in the game, you better have a game manager.
Here the other day, you talked about Kyle French having a good day after 6 tries. Is his inconsistency a little bit?
Yes, absolutely. You come out on a day like this, and this is as close to, tell the kids, this is preseason game number 2, so this is as close as we get to game. It does not get any closer than that. We missed a couple, and Jack came in and drilled it. So it's definitely a battle, it's a competition as we go through. Again, it's not based on one day, but there has to be more put in real football. So it was disappointing, but he'll be fine. We'll bounce back and go.
Is Caputo getting an edge at all at that second safety spot?
Yeah, Caputo's pulled ahead a little bit. Moose is right there with him. We'll need him. We're going to play 4 safeties at times. Trotter's highly involved in that situation also. So holding Dez out today for all, but Dez may have had a couple of sub-package reps, but I'm sure less than 5. It was great to give those guys a chance to run around. We're going to need 4 quality safeties. We'll probably end up traveling 6. So it's nice to see them making some plays. Did not, other than I knew how bad he wanted to play football. That young man to go through what he went through, himself back on the rehab that he did and how hard he fought to get back into the football field in the fall. He showed me his toughness and his true want to. He's a good athlete. You know, he's picked up the defense. It's very complicated on the back end, and he's done a nice job, so he's very smart down there.
Have you encountered any drawbacks to having practices open as much as they have here in this camp?
No, not at all. I think it's a huge positive. You know, I'm not a real nervous guy as far as people coming to watch him. You know, I don't want him to show up on the internet and be there from play 1 to play 90, but that's not the best thing in the world for the program. But it's just it's important to me for these kids to be around the fans and for the fans to be able to have an opportunity to see their team play. I think it way outweighs the possible negatives of just not that paranoid, really not. So nothing we showed today that they wouldn't see, watching Utah State film a year ago or watching the Badgers a year ago. So it is what it is. I guess you'll stand to a stadium here too. So good luck. Watch all those games. Have fun.
Nice crowd today.
It was a great crowd. Unbelievable. It's fun. These kids love it. They haven't had it before, and I'm excited about it. They're excited about it. It just gives a chance to interact a little bit.
What do you do next to eliminate the false starts, Gary?
Well, the biggest thing is we want continue through the music, get it louder. It is a moving defense, and there is communication within the defense, and it is a vicious weapon. It's something that is important for our defense to be able to get in and out of the odd front, be even from, and show the blitzes from a look to pre-snap where they're coming and they're really coming from somewhere else. So that does come with some talk on the defensive side, repetition on the offensive side of the ball, and repetition, and concentration. Because we had a lot of them with the first group, we had a couple of them with the thirds, and we had 2 or 3, I think, with the twos. So one's too many, but I think we're getting a little bit better in a lot of situations. And on the flip side for the defense, we play at home. We're in the red zone. It's going to be really loud. You better learn how to communicate on defense with hand signals and your back turned to people. If you can't do that, you're going to have a major problem. It was real happy with the snaps today. I watched every one of them as close as I could. There was just a couple of wobbles, which is much improved.
Wow, kind of fast defense at Utah State. Did you inherit enough speed here? Is there enough speed in this program to really be the way you want to?
Well, we're different in some ways. To say that we're as fast man-to-man, I think we've got good speed on defense, but we were built for speed because we had to be, because we didn't have those 8 kids up front to be able to rotate those young men through like we're going to be able to do. So there is some tweaks. Some zone coverages are a little bit different that are still very solid and they fit our personnel a little bit better, I guess you could say. And we're playing 4 down a lot. Our outside linebacker here is Brendan Kelly. He's big, physical, can run, drop, do all the stuff he has to do. He might have been a year ago 6'2", 215 pounds versus 6'5", 250 pounds. So just tweak some things.
Is it hard to sacrifice size for speed when you're in a Big Ten? Some of the power teams are going to be. There's still some power football left here.
There is, and I've said it before. It's an interesting league. There's 3 or 4 times you're going to match up and play against a real physical defense, and you better be able to get 4 hands in the ground, and then you're going to go up against Indiana, Northwestern, plays fast pace. You're going to Michigan. There's everything in this league except for a true triple option team, and that makes it very difficult to prepare to defend, but I think you set your scheme for the best 11 kids, and it'll never change, and that's what we've done this year.
Has Andersen at wide receiver pushed himself in a position where he's going to be part of the rotation?
Yes, definitely. He'll be in that rotation, and I'm proud of the way he's gone through camp and fought.
Even though Gordon's run got called back, I think it was a hold. Did he show you something running through tackles like that?
Yeah, he showed me that before on tape watching game film from last year. But that was a great run. I didn't get to see it all because I saw the flag on the ground, so I started talking to the official. But that was a very nice run, and respect that. That's what he was. He's a good play kid. If there's not power, I can't.
Was it a hold against Derek or not? All right.
See,
Coach.
Well, you're not seeing the whole offense. Let's just put it that way right now. There's a lot of opportunities to get them spread out and get them involved in the throw game and wide receiver positions. So that's great. Well, you can see, obviously, we're going to go out and we're going to run nice and fly, so we can really get on the edges of the defense. Yeah, I don't know. It's a practice plan. We feel the need to come into the scrimmage. So you'll see them on the field at times together. Another young man that we look at and we say, where's Tanner? But if fitness will please, Tanner's a great athlete. He'll fit somewhere on the offense at some point as far as being involved. He's a package as a quarterback. We're going to use the best kids in order to judge.
I know we're talking football, but the police report came out with Tanner McAvoy's situation, and in the report he admitted to having a fake ID at a bar. Were you made aware of that situation? Was there any disciplinary action?
First of all, you speak of the internal values.
Has anything changed between now and UMass in practice in terms of intensity and what you want to get out of this final practice?
Well, the intensity hopefully stays where it is because I like it. We will split into scout teams starting tomorrow for certain parts of the scrimmage, or certain part of practices, excuse me. We're going to more like a game mode, if you will, but we're still in camp for the rest of this week. So still some crossover with the one offense against the twos and the twos against the ones, but we will definitely have an emphasis on preparing for the ones.
Gary, is Tanner open to playing wide receiver?
Yeah, I'm sure he would be. Yeah, in fact, he's brought it up a couple times as far as, I'm not going to sit here and say he wants to go jump in the wide receiver meeting full time. That's not, I don't think that's in the cards. But as an athlete, to get out on the field, an opportunity, it'd be real tough to defend. All of a sudden, you got a couple more guys running around and he's a great athlete. So,